Hi, Sunil, Dr. Sunil. We are going to take up a bad subject today, a subject which sounds as bad as we are going to discuss it. Well, I think we are talking about negativity. Negativity and positivity are the part of our attitude. And over the years, right from the childhood up to today, the environment, our parents, our colleagues, and all the people we have been interacting, they add to my personality formation. What I am today is the sum totality of all the experiences, all the equations, and all the people who have come to my life. Psychology says that over the period, by the time you are 20s, you have a set pattern of behavior. People start identifying you, a nice person, a good person, sometimes a bad person, negative or the positive person too. But our focus is today on the negativity, how the negativity comes in. And we are going to discuss the strategies, how best we can get rid of the negative emotions and initiate the process of positivity. Well, gentlemen, the entire focus today is on making efforts to make us more positive. Well, the environment in the country, the environment in the world is slightly different. It never happened before. But as you know, the life goes on. This negativity robs me of my peace and tranquility. It happened to me. Does it happen to you too? Now, if you go to discuss the emotions, then emotions are emotions. भावनाएं हैं, मेरे आपके एहसास हैं, जज्बात हैं, feelings हैं. All emotions are situational. Freud, the first psychologist who invented the word psychology 70 to 80 years back, he says that all the behavior is motivated. Nothing happens in the world without a motive. Right now I am in my studio. My motive is to keep the equipment clean, silence, peaceful, so I can do my recording properly. At this time, my focus is purely on my subject. I am not thinking of my wife, my children, my friends, and not even about Corona. Now, what exactly are the emotions? Emotions are our reaction to a given situation, and choice is entirely ours, what we decide to choose. For a similar situation, different people pick up different reactions. It is very strange that although people admit, and we recognize too, that the people has a set mode of behavior and attitude, but personally as a clinical psychologist, I feel that it is most of the time situational. My behavior, my attitude, my response, my reactions depend upon the kind of the person I have been interacting. For a similar situation, many a time, our reactions are different. So there are no permanent list of good or bad emotions. Being good, bad, negative, positive, happy, sad, then are all situational episodes. कौन पूरी तरह काबिल है, कौन पूरी तरह काबिल है, कौन पूरी तरह पूरा है। हर एक शख्स कहीं ना कहीं किसी किसी जगह से थोड़ा सा तो अधूरा है. Let's define the negative emotions. A feeling which causes you to be miserable, sad, morose, withdrawn, and it's a fact sometimes suicidal too. This emotion makes you hate yourself. This emotion makes you hate others too, and drain you of your confidence, energy, assertivity, and proactivity. Emotions that can become negative are the hate, anger, jealousy, and sadness. Yet, in the right context, these feelings are completely natural too. Negative emotions can deplete, drain our enthusiasm for life, depending on how long we let them damage us, the way we choose to handle them. न जाने कैसे किस तरह से बदल लेते हैं लोग खुद को, न जाने कैसे किस तरह से बदल लेते हैं लोग खुद को कि आज से पहले हमसे वाकिफ न थे, कि आज से पहले हमसे वाकिफ न थे, कोई राब्ता ही ना था. Let us see the positive emotions. They are happiness, joy, interest, curiosity, excitement, compassion, gratitude, love, and contentment. Negative emotions are sadness, anger, you feel lonely, jealousy, criticizing others, self-criticism, fears, rejection, and phobias too. Now, what are the phobias? These are the imaginary fears which we keep on creating and manufacturing in our own mind. Sometimes they don't exist. बहुत कुछ करना पड़ता है नज़रअंदाज, बहुत कुछ नज़रअंदाज करना पड़ता है मोहब्बत इश्क में. ये रिश्ते मोहब्बत के बहुत नाजुक होते हैं. There are a number of coping strategies that can mitigate, marginalize, and manage negative emotion. Let us discuss some of the strategies we have been using. Even as a clinical psychologist, I have been practicing these strategies with many of the clients, the people who are suffering from the low self-esteem, people who are suffering from the negativity, and people slowly slide from this negativity to the frustrations. And psychologists say if the frustrations are not handled properly, then chances are people might get slip into the depression. The first is don't make mountains of the mood. Try to rationalize, accept that bad feelings are occasionally unavoidable, and think of the ways to make yourself feel better. But in reality, people have the habit to make moles out of the mountain. तो क्या बोलते हैं ना, आदत है लोगों का राई का पहाड़ बनाने की. So let us try to rationalize and don't try to inflate the issues which are in fact not the issues at all. Learn to enjoy the bliss of God. किस रास्ते चली आती हो मेरे दिल के दरीचे में, मेरे ख्यालों मेरे ख्वाबों में. किस रास्ते चले आते हो मेरे दिल में, मेरे दरीचे में, मेरे ख्यालों मेरे ख्वाबों में. दरो दीवार गली कूचा तो सब बंद है, वीरानगी है सब तरफ. तो फिर कैसे बताओ ना. Embrace new hobbies like reading, walking, or talking to a friend. All are very nice strategies. In fact, they are the psychological therapies to be happy and try to keep yourself out of the negativity. Try to fall in love again. It may sound strange, but yes, when I talk of falling in love again, it is not necessarily the man love or the woman love. I love my work, I love my training, I love my poetry, I love my articles, I love my YouTube, I love my जज्बातों का खेल है, फीलिंग्स का खेल है, एहसासों की दुनिया है. सो यू कैन फॉल इन लव विद एनीथिंग इन द लाइफ. लिखने वालों की फितरत भी अजीब व गरीब होती है. ये जो लिखने बोलने वाले होते हैं, इनकी फितरत भी अजीब व गरीब होती है. चोट सीने पे लगती है. लिखने वालों की फितरत भी अजीब व गरीब होती है. चोट सीने पे लगती है और दर्द कागज़ों के नसीब होती है. बी स्मार्ट विद योर नेगेटिविटी. जस्ट ऑब्जर्व हाउ grief, sadness, moroseness, withdrawal and anger make you feel, and which even trigger those feelings so you can prepare in advance. Let's discuss some of the triggers. Triggers are those spots when inadvertently, willingly or unwillingly they are touched upon, they create the process of negativity. Try to be a gym aerobic activity, accelerate your heart rate, lower your level of stress, chemicals and allow you to cope better with the negative emotions. बहुत एक्सरसाइज कीजिए, योगा कीजिए, प्राणायाम कीजिए, सैर कीजिए, जॉगिंग कीजिए. Every time you put yourself in this kind of a situation, your negativity reduces. Hold on to the present and let go past and the future. The greatest problem with the people around the world is either they are living in the past or they are only thinking of the future. But the reality is you are in the present. ये जो क्षण हैं, ये जो लम्हे हैं, जो आज है, इसी वक्त है, उन लम्हों को एंजॉय करना सीखिए. यू विल बी बेटर. तू याद करती है तो मुझे खबर हो जाती है. तू याद करती है तो मुझे खबर हो जाती है. मेरी ज़िंदगी में जानती हो यूँ भी ज़्यादा भीड़ नहीं. Try to have the kind people in your life. Try to have the nice people in your life. Like in our last video, we said, please ask the people who are training you, stressing you. Don't rent the space. Don't rent your house to those people who damage you. Recapitulating negative events robs you of the present and make you feel bad. Many times in the negativity, it is the human nature, to keep on recapitulating, remembering the events which makes you unhappy. Whereas clinical psychologists, we always tell them to get rid of these kind of the feeling, bad feeling, which you're carrying in your psychological bag for the years now. Try to get rid of them and try to put in a good feeling in your psychological bag. Now let us discuss some of the strategies how to resolve, manage our negative emotion. Number one is try to go to the root cause. It's very important. Try to identify the triggers. Try to list down those things, those people, those events which makes you negative. Find out its effects on your body metabolism. See to it that they are not damaging you. Very important. Learn to forget. More you remember, more they attack. भूलना बहुत ज़रूरी है. बुरी स्थितियों को, बुरे environment को, all those events which has damaged you, it is better you try to forget them. जब गिले शिकवे शिकायत और दुआ भी एक शख्स के लिए कर जाते हो. जब गिले शिकवे शिकायत और दुआ भी एक शख्स के लिए कर जाते हो, जानते हो उसको बताए बिना आप उससे मोहब्बत बेइंतहा कर जाते हो. Do empathetic listening. Accept the reality. I've been always telling the communication is very important. But more than important is the listening, how you listen to the other person. Learn to live in the present. Try to ignore past and the future. Learn to practice mindfulness. I think we're talking about the meditation. ध्यान लगाने की बात हो रही है. खुदा के साथ, ईश्वर के साथ बैठ के खुद को एक बार फिर रीडिफाइन करने की बात हो रही है। अपना परिचय खुद बनाने की बात हो रही है। The more you go deeper into it, the more you introspect, more you are in a position to identify your positivity, your negativity, and then you develop the strategies to adopt or drop them. Write down on the paper for a few days. नोट कीजिए, लिखिए। ये बहुत अच्छी स्ट्रेटजी है कि क्या चीज़ें हैं ज़िंदगी में जो आपको खुश रखती हैं, आपको मोहब्बत में रखती हैं, दोस्ती में रखती हैं, याराने में रखती हैं। एंड ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, when you have developed such an inventory, you are in a position to pick and choose. You are in a position to drop and delete too. सोने की कलम से लिखवा के लाई मैं तकदीर अपनी, सोने की कलम से लिखवा के लाई मैं तकदीर अपनी। कोई है ना अपना, कोई है ना अपना जो बैठे बैठे बनाता रहता है तस्वीर अपनी। Be kind and compassionate to yourself. Try to treat yourself like a king. Try to treat yourself not like a pauper. Try to be rich, rich in your feeling, rich in your emotion, rich in your perspective, and rich in your paradigm. Take help, professional assistance. Now, this is very important aspect throughout the world when people are in trouble. And now, with very advanced clinical psychology, there are ways and means to get rid of many personality issues. But the fact remains that people are afraid to take the help. I have seen, as a clinical psychology, I have seen that many a time people don't like us. They consider us as a doctor and they tell the doctor, there's no problem with me, I'm fine, I'm okay. But professionally, I must say, आपको लगता है ज़रूरत है तो किसी एक ऐसे इंसान की ज़रूरत, मदद ज़रूर लीजिए। Not necessarily a clinical psychologist, a senior person in your family, a close friend, the person you are in relationship. All these kind of people can help you to get you disassociate with the negative feelings. Take ownership. It is okay stuff, I'll deal with it. I think taking the ownership of the situation, taking the ownership of the problem is very important. आपकी समस्या है, मालिक बनिए। आपकी प्रॉब्लम है, खुद संभालिए। The moment you decide that this is my problem and I am going to solve it, resolve it, and come out of it happily, I think this is the world's best therapy. There is no other therapy than talking to yourself. Next very important point is how we can detox negativity. Just breathe out the negative emotion. Negative emotions keep on generating. And as I told above, they are the situational too. Learn the art and science to blow them out of your mind. It's very strange, but people say drink a lot of water. Yes, it's true. Every time you drink water, the cleansing process starts in your body metabolism. Toxic elements start draining out of your body. Learn art of distraction to cut from the negative feelings. The art of distraction is very important, keeping your mind here and there. There are two situations, sometimes we are living in the past, sometimes we are living in the future. But distraction is diverting your mind to the mountains, to the rivers, to the snows, to the nice people, good feelings. But in reality, many times people instead of distracting their mind from the negative and the bad, they try to bring them into their life. And they keep on thinking of the bad situation. Do good to someone. It's a very nice thing. We must decide that each day, each moment, I must do something so the other person can feel happy. मेरी शिद्दत मोहब्बत की हद तो तूने क्या थी, मेरी शिद्दत मोहब्बत की हद तो तूने तय की थी। न जाने कौन से धागे थे, न जाने कौन से धागे थे, मैं आज तलक तोड़ ही न पाया। Do yoga, ध्यान, meditation. Next point is very important. Remove the physical objects which reminds you of the negativity. It looks strange, it appears a bit strange, but the fact is we keep on holding certain objective in our life, and every time you look at them, the process of the negativity start. Make an inventory and the list of the objectives. उनको देख के आपके अंदर नकारात्मक भावनाएं जागृत होती हैं. The best technique is to get rid of them. Nurture a hobby, a new skill. I think it's very, very important to develop new skills and competencies. Well, hobby has been the one word. How many people are there in the world, who has an opportunity to enjoy your hobbies, work on it, and make their profession? But yes, keep on doing few things. Go to the mountain, go to the sky, mount to the rivers, enjoy the Mother Earth. And the next, I think that one of the most positive point in today's discussion is surround yourself with positive people. Now, how to identify them? Well, this process of identification continues right from your childhood. I've been saying about that. Develop an inventory of the people also, people who compliment you on your positivity and the people who are draining you on your negativity. People, the moment you meet such kind of the people, you feel bad. Get rid of them. Don't rent out the space in your mind. The people who drain you, the people who hurt you, they are the people they are to move out. दिल बेचैन और तन्हाई और कोई खबर पूछने वाला नहीं। न जाने क्यों आज मुद्दतों के बाद मुझे फिर तेरी टूट के याद आई। Accept the reality and resolve it. Many a time, gentlemen, accepting the reality is very important. Although we have been talking about getting rid of negative, but are we in a position to get rid of it fully? If not, try to learn to live with it. Negative emotions are experienced by every day, at every point of their life, and they can cause by the many factors. Change your body language. Take a moment to observe your body language. Talk to the people. You have the people in your life. कुछ लोग हैं ज़िंदगी में, कुछ लोग हैं हमारी ज़िंदगी में कि जिनके कांधे पे रख के सर हम हंस लेते हैं, मुस्कुरा लेते हैं. These kind of the people help you a lot. Spend 1 minute calming your mind of all thoughts. I'm always talking about a personal time, a personal space. Well, gentlemen, please try to develop a hobby, a habit, at least to sit for 5 to 10 minutes alone with you. It can be morning, but preferably it should be in the evening while the day is over. Just go over all the experiences, equations, interactions you had throughout the day with many people, and try to do a SWOT analysis. Try to do a profit and the loss statement, what you have gained and what you have lost. I think this will make you richer and help you to combat the negativity and generate the process of positivity. Change the tone of your thoughts. ये जो हमारे सोचने का तरीका है, टोन है, हमारी भाषा है, हमारा कम्युनिकेशन है, this is very, very important. And last but not least, तू चाहिए, तेरा साथ चाहिए, तू चाहिए, तेरा साथ चाहिए, बस वो पहली वाली बात चाहिए, बिता दूंगा तमाम उम्र इसी जुस्तजू में. बिता दूंगा तमाम उम्र इसी जुस्तजू में, बस वो तेरा नाजुक सा हाथ चाहिए. Be creative, enjoy the life. And one thing, negativity is not a destination. My entire life, my entire thinking process, my attitudes, they are the journey. And they are the journey is not fun with the different people. Certain people come and make you happy. Certain people walk out of your life and you feel unhappy. Try to accommodate all kinds of the feeling. And the gentleman, the choice is in your hand, the kind of the people you have been interacting. You have made the inventory, you know the people around you. Like I said in many videos that there are just few people in your life, not more than 10 to 15 people in inner circle, second circle and the third circle. And you are wise enough to select the right people, right choice, and mingle and jingle with the kind of the people who makes you positive, the people who doesn't drain your energy. Well, gentlemen, we have tried to make a small attempt on managing, combating, marginalizing, reducing the anxiety and negativity. Very shortly we'll be with you again. If you have any suggestion, do post, do talk. I feel wonderful every time I'm interacting with you. And I feel too good when I'm talking to you. And I feel good also the kind of the reactions I'm getting from the people throughout the world. People say, although we have not met you, but they treat me like a counselor or a friend. People treat me sometime and they convey that, sir, you are like a shoulder. I can put my head on your right shoulder to laugh and on your right shoulder to feel sorry and sometime to weep. Emotions are emotion, as we started with this world, and they are all situational. It is up to you to find out the right situation and make the best use of it. Thank you. Thank you so much.